They say that some people are lucky enough in life that they can tell, that they can read the meaning of their dreams. Some people are clairvoyant. There's some people that actually can see the future. And I thought I was one of them. I've been lately having these bad dreams. And, well, the baddest dream I had is, they said that as a child while I was growing up, it said before you die, that you can see your entire life flashing before your eyes. I must be about to die if something's wrong, because I had a bad dream. I had the strangest dream that I actually saw everything that I did from the day of my birth, I guess, as a child, all the way up until now. I don't know, maybe I'm just having, like I said, eating the food and going to sleep late at night and stuff, or either just finally getting some sleep. But with all the problems that's going on in the world today, unemployment and everything is just scary, you know. But I tried something today, and I really didn't understand what it was. I just did it, you know, for the fact that I had the opportunity to. I went downstairs. I'm looking for a signal. All right, I got Wi-Fi. There's no problem with that. I already have internet service. But for some reason, around here, it's hard to get a connection. Like I said, I'm dropping signals every I don't know how often. And the thing about it is, something's going on. I mean, you can feel it in the air. They said that we rule the air. It's one of the commercials that I've seen. I think it's Verizon. Said that it's time to rule the air. But isn't it kind of strange that now when you really need communication and you need the connections, you can't get through? You know, my friend, her sister, they have Comcast, and they're using wireless. They got Wi-Fi, so it's set up in the house. I don't know what's going on with their Wi-Fi, but for some reason, they're supposed to have like the fastest network or fastest speeds, and I guess with Comcast, you know, who knew that they would even go down to slow speed? Anyway, not setting that aside, she's telling me that, you know, they are having problems getting online with the wireless. I have Cricket, and I'm really just tripping because, well, even though I have it, I do get it. It's picking up and it's downloading, it uploads, it goes at these certain speeds. Every once in a while it drops, but it doesn't drop often, but it drops enough where I get frustrated. So I really feel like, well, if I had something to do, I mean something important, it's like I can't get it done. Now on my other laptop, I have Windows XP, but then I have a Linksys wireless router. Well, I have a Linksys wireless router, plus I have a Linksys G network card on the laptop. Now I'm picking up signals from around the area, and they are strong signals, but, well, one thing, you know, they're protected. And if I really was desperate enough, I had to get in, I would have to figure out a way to, like, hack the security code. But for some reason, I think somebody already hacked mine. I can't even get into mine and reset it. So, the reason why I'm saying this, it's like I've been having this crazy times and stuff like that. And, you know, it's the strangest things, especially when you're like 52 years old and you have these dreams and stuff, and it's like you got to do something, like you don't know what it is you have to do, but you only have a certain amount of time to do it. That's the craziest thing. I mean, like right now, I'm thinking my life has been going like just basically nowhere. But now that I come to think of it, it's not really that bad. But I've always thought about this old man. Well, I'm not going to say old man, this older man. I met him at the library. But I never told this story. I think at one time I mentioned it to a couple of friends of mine, and that was it. But the thing about it is, the man told me, he was 50 years old, about how he became homeless. And I was in my 20s. I was like, I think just started my freshman year in college. Anyway, I wasn't in college, I was in a technical school, but the school doesn't exist, and that's the only reason why. You notice how times change, things go, everything, nothing stays the same in life. You think things would stay the same, but never in life. It's not good. It's always good to change, because if you stay in the same place in the same time, you never get anywhere in life. And I looked at all the videos that I made. I just thought about it. In 20 minutes, my life has to be, I guess, like, not an example, but I have to be able to put my life together. I'm not even going for the 20. I'm trying for 10 minutes. And I've been trying to do everything I can, everything I know, but it doesn't seem like it's hard enough. It seems like, even though all the efforts that you do in life, and don't get me wrong, see, a lot of my friends, they be looking at my videos and they tell me, wow, Demetrius, you make some okay videos, but you have to tweak it, you have to do these things, you have so much stuff that you need to straighten out. And I think about that, and I think about, the stuff that I've done, I can get in trouble for, or things that I do, like, I'm an artist, and I get in trouble for drawing, doing a job that basically I don't even see how I wind up getting a statement from a tax statement for just doing a couple of things during the year. Well, I get a statement, saying that I made so much money. I guess I could write it off. I shouldn't be in trouble for it because, one, I didn't make over $1,000. It's not like it's a big deal. When you do something and the person actually just holds you to it, you don't even make over $1,000. How do you get a tax form for that? But I did get a 1099 from last year, and that was a statement I got from 401k, like money that I got. I mean, I could see if it was like a real large amount, but it wasn't. And they actually sent me a statement, so that means that I have to put those two together, and then I'm going to wind up some way out of some money. I mean, I don't know. I got money coming from the state or from the government, however that works. And all this year I'm going to file taxes. Doesn't it ever seem like you never seem to get out of problems no matter how big they are? I mean, just think about it. It's like, I don't really mean to sound all sad and everything like that. And then you wonder why people go crazy and have all these problems and stuff like that. But I know life isn't fair. That's what they said. But who knew? Who thought it would ever get to this point? Seriously, I just didn't understand. Now I know when people get to that point where, don't get me wrong, I'm not crazy enough to commit suicide. I mean, I'm not even that brave enough or strong enough. I mean, I guess maybe that's why I see myself with my light flashing in front of my eyes and stuff like that. Well, like, everything that I've been thinking about, everything I've been doing leads me up to this point, but I'm not going to do that. That's not something I'm like looking forward to doing. I don't think like that. I think in a sense where I told you I think linear. I think about things to go on and go ahead and move on. I have this situation that's going on. I call it a situation. It's not a problem because I'm not dealing with it. I mean, have you ever got to a point where you had an ex-girlfriend that uses you as a safety net? If you didn't understand what I just said, I said an ex-girlfriend that uses you as a safety net. They don't want to let go. And that's the thing about it in a relationship. Sometimes people don't want to let go. And, that is really messed up because it interferes with your life. And you're moving on in life and you think about it. You say like, wow, I can't believe that all this time I'll be feeling bad about my life and what's going on in my life. And it's because I let other people dictate my ideas and how I feel. Like, I've been thinking about things all the time, and I don't know. I'm just the kind of person that just likes to think about things. Sometimes you can think so long and get nothing done. You can always see things, but you don't see them clearly until you actually look at them. You have to look back. Sometimes, like I said, you have to take a step back in your past to look forward, in order to move forward in the future. Because I've been doing some crazy stuff. Like I said, I can't explain it anymore. I mean, it's hard right now. I'm getting to a point where I'm feeling like, well, if I can explain it, then I can tell you exactly what I'm talking about, what I'm feeling, and everything. But I really can't. This is one of those times when you just got a deep feeling about something, and if you didn't change your life, or if you didn't do something a certain way, that it would all be like what? For what purpose? What reason? What did you do? How did you come to this point? And sometimes it takes a lot of us, like I said, you gotta suffer in order to move forward in life and do things. I mean, like right now, I'm thinking about all the stuff that I know, all the stuff that I learned, and everything, and what is it all worth? I mean, what does it all come down to? Nothing but sitting in a room with, like, well, okay, I thought I was smart. I really think I'm smart, but if I was so smart, I wouldn't be in the situation that I am in now. And right now, I'm like sitting in a room with 4 working computers. I mean, to be honest, what is that going to do for me when time comes when I have to pay bills? I know right now I'm behind in rent, I'm behind in electricity, I'm behind everything, like I said. And they said, well, you can go out and look for a job. Go out and look for a job. That's what I do. But there are no jobs to find. And then they said the best thing to do is, if you can, is to create a job. Well, I've been creating jobs. I mean, I've had jobs that, like, basically, when they say not basically, but practically fell into my lap. But I wasn't able to get them. I didn't know. And everybody's talking about, well, you need to get on Craigslist. What is Craigslist going to do for me right now? I mean, Craigslist, every job that I try to look for or look up, I'm not the kind of person that goes on Craigslist and finds a job that suits me. I got clerical skills. I know how to type and everything. Typing would be a great job if somebody would hire me and give me a job as a typist, but I don't see myself as a typist. I'm an artist, okay? Artists don't type just like all day long, but think about it. I have to type when I'm on the internet, like when I'm on Facebook, type to my friends, type to Yahoo Instant Messenger. And I mean, to be honest, I can type. I know I can type. Thinking about how does a person like me, all this stuff, still winds up unemployed. That's beyond me. Now, if I look at all my videos, I take all my videos, this is my life, everything that I've done, and I have to put it together in a collage. I know I do a lot of compositing, I do a lot of stuff, I do videos about me and stuff that I've done in my life. And it's like, wow. And they say, a lot of people say, you're a talker, man. You can talk through a whole 20 minutes without stopping, non-stop. Yeah, I can do that if it's necessary, but right now, I think it's necessary. So, I got a video camera that is basically the best camera for right now what I'm doing. If I had to narrate a track, I think this would be the best camera for doing that, because you can just talk and you don't feel like you in restraint. Something is around you, or something that you have on your floor or on your head, and wondering, what is it that you're trying to say? What are you doing? And you feel comfortable because you don't feel like you're sitting in front of a microphone. You don't feel like, I mean, it's like you're sitting in a room and you're talking like on a speakerphone, but this time you don't have to yell. Every once in a while, my friend, she calls me, and I like talking to her because we have a good debate about different things and subjects and what goes on in life. She brings it to my attention and makes me think about stuff and opens up my eyes. And then she gets to the point where, all right, this is a friend of mine. I'm crazy about it because that's my girl, and I have to look out for her. But she looks out for me, makes sure everything's going okay in my life and what's happening. I'm just thinking about that. All the stuff that I do. I mean, she right now likes Linux, and she can't even get on the internet. And we used to get on the internet all the time, constantly. Now she has to go with another carrier, and she can't get on the internet. Now I miss my friends. Now there's nothing left. My friends is not abandoning me, but they basically are like getting away from me. Okay? So, I don't know. I guess this is like one of those things when you realize that everything that you've done in life is starting to like come back on you, and it's almost like a slap in the face with a cold towel. And it's already 70 degrees below zero. So I guess the towel would be like what? Sub-zero, you know, like getting hit in the face with a baseball bat. I don't know. Like I said, today, is there such thing as a perfect job?